Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy, 6 feet away from people. Um, you know, I think that this whole situation is hard on everyone, whether that be the top of society or the bottom. Obviously the bottom's more uh, exposed to it and has less resources. Um, Me personally, how it's affected me personally. For a bit of background, my parents moved away from Arizona right after my senior year. They moved to Southern California, which has fared pretty well, it's been pretty well out here in where they live. I'm not downtown or anything, so I have the ability to keep my space away or keep my space. Um, but following the Thursday of spring break, I moved out of the dorm rooms and I got trapped in Flagstaff for a night because of the heavy snow and my car just couldn't get out. So that was fun. Luckily, a buddy owned an Airbnb up there, so I had a place to stay. Um, but the drive over, um, it was it was ominous. I think that's the best way to explain it. You know, just seeing no cars on the road. I took kind of a back way anyway, but usually, you see a couple of trucks here and there, and it was barren. It was crazy. Even getting into California, usually, I had to take one of the major highways, but it was like a ghost town. Um, in Arizona, it hit California a little sooner than it hit Arizona. They were in lockdown pretty much the day I got in. Um, but it was scary to see how little amount of people were out and about, especially in California on a major highway like midday. Usually it'd be at least a little bit of traffic, if not backups all the way for miles. Um, but I got to my parents' house, um, a house that I've never really spent a lot of time in, so it doesn't necessarily feel like home, which is an interesting dynamic. Um, you know, I feel really grown up saying I'm going to my parents' house rather than I'm going home, like some of my friends can say, because they are going back to their home where I'm in a house that I know the layout of, I'm familiar with it, and I have, the run of the place, but it's not the same, I guess. So that's interesting. I had planned on never really moving back with my parents and spending a long time if I didn't have to for any reason, but here I am due to a pandemic. Um, it's weird because I have the same amount of freedoms that I would have if I was alone. But it's, the scrutinous eye of your parents all the time. You feel like you're being watched more than what you were in the dorm rooms. Um, I was gonna work while I was out here because I know someone who would offer me a job, and I'd be able to stay a reasonable distance away from anyone and not have too much contact. But with how stressful school's been, not necessarily this class, but some of my other classes, ones specifically for my major, uh, that being computer science, have been a little bit more difficult without face-to-face interactions. So I've had to put off, being able to work and make money. Um, though I am living rent free right now, since the school decided that they weren't going to reimburse us for not living in the dorms for a month and a half or whatever, which is pretty crazy, but that's pretty much how it's affected me, and I hope you're all doing well. Uh, Good luck on finals, and stay safe out there.